Alrighty, whenever you are ready, just unmute yourself.
Cool. Already seen some of those storms pop, so I'm not unconvinced that we will see all-day storms instead of just afternoon storms, and this is really going to be the case through the end of the week. Much needed rain on the way, by the way. I have a look at the updated pollen count. You guys are going to like it. So today and tomorrow, first alert weather days, it's going to have a high impact on you because you're likely to see heavy rain and storms at times, several times through Friday, okay? The big setup, we have two things working together to bring us this weather. One, a steady stream of Gulf moisture coming in. You probably can tell it feels kind of humid outside, right? In addition to that, stationary front that's sitting directly over us, those two features combined, think of that stationary front as a boundary along which storms pop up. So we have all that moisture in place and that front sitting right over us. That means a high chance of storms, okay? We're already seeing some of them pop up on the map. This is our first alert radar map. Over in West Georgia, I'm seeing some scattered rain. Nothing severe by any means, but certainly some rain just off west of Troup County, LaGrange. You may see some light rain, West Point Lake as well, and then Cleburne County, Alabama, also seeing some scattered rain, which is moving into Heard County, Tallapoosa, Carrollton, seeing a few showers, and then also up towards Rome and Chattooga County, you're seeing a few light showers. So already some ongoing rain. So again, I'm going to hold on to about a 20% chance of showers between now and 1 or 2 p.m. But again, I'm not unconvinced we'll see scattered thunderstorms developing around noon, okay? Widespread through the afternoon, could even last past dinner time tonight. And that'll keep temperatures in the 70s. So it generally is going to feel really nice outside when it's not raining, okay? I'm showing you 0Z HER model. Each of these models runs 4 times a day. This is the one that's picking up on that rain out in Alabama. So this is the one Courtney and I decided was the most accurate. Again, you could see those scattered storms really moving across metro Atlanta around the time the kids get out of school. Stopping the clock for you 6 p.m. dinner time, still pretty widespread on the map, and they could even continue until after dinner tonight. Tomorrow, same thing. The front's sitting right over us. We'll see storms develop in the afternoon and evening. That heavy rain really looks a little bit likely a little bit later in the day tomorrow, and it could even last past midnight tomorrow. So about a 60-70% chance of storms today and tomorrow. The good news is the severe risk is low. Not going to see tornadoes, no hail. Very low risk of damaging winds. Lightning is certainly likely in heavy rain, so this could impact after-school activities, baseball games, soccer games, construction workers with that lightning. And again, it does look like this is probably going to continue through Friday. The stationary front moves out on Friday, so we lose one of the ingredients for storms, but we still have remnant moisture in place from the Gulf of America. I just should say Gulf because I always still want to say the Gulf of Mexico because I've said it so many times, right? We still have that rain streamlining in moisture. So there's still about a 40% chance of storms on Friday. Anywhere between 3/4 of an inch to 1.5 inches of rain in that time frame. That's really great because we haven't had substantial rain since the first week of April 7th. The other good thing is if you suffer from allergies, the rain that we got yesterday really helped wash out the pollen. We're now sitting at the lowest level, second lowest level of the month. And I expect those levels to stay low with the additional rain we're in for. So that is really good news. Another piece of good news, don't worry if you have plans this weekend. A cold front comes through early on Saturday that it will dry us out. It will usher in drier air. So while we may still see stray showers on Saturday, by Sunday, that dry air is going to make it feel a lot more comfortable outside. It'll be a little bit cooler outside, and we're going to hang on to that dry weather into next week, okay? So it honestly does not look bad after we just make it through these couple stormy days. And I really don't think we're going to see much severe weather. So just get your chores done. It's been so beautiful all month. I bet you haven't gotten much done, right? If you need to do chores, do them today, tomorrow, and Friday, because by this weekend, you are going to want to get outside. Okay, guys, Courtney will be on at noon with the latest model data. We're going to be looking at those storms. They may start developing in Metro a little bit earlier, so that's something we're going to be watching for you. Okay, until then, we got your news headlines coming up just seconds away.
And hi there, I'm Rick Folbaum. Ella, thanks very much for the weather. We're going to give you some of the headlines that are taking place this morning. And of course, the big story continues to be the death of Pope Francis. We know now that his funeral will be Saturday in Rome. We've actually spoken with some people from here in Metro Atlanta who were traveling over to Rome. They had probably had their trip scheduled long before the Pope died, but now that they're going, they tell us it's has special meaning, and it does. Going there and being in the sort of there to witness this is really history, and a lot of people filing into St. Peter's Square this morning to watch the transfer of the Pope's coffin from the Vatican Hotel, which is where he lived and where he died, and where he was lying in state for the last 24 hours or so, now to the Vatican itself. And so we can show you some of the images here of what it looks like. And there were the crowds. You can see them. You can see the faithful, and I can tell you, as someone who has covered papal events in the past and papal masses, when the faithful are in the presence of a pope, even in death, it is a very moving experience for these people. And so you can see this is a process that played out early this morning, and now of course, the Pope's coffin is inside the Basilica, and that's where people have been filing past to pay their respects. The ceremonies this morning, led by the highest-ranking Roman Catholic Church leaders, the cardinals, and this funeral will be held outside in St. Peter's Square on Saturday morning. So that scene right there is going to continue to play out. And of course, now, as we of course honor the memory of Pope Francis, speculation has already begun into who might replace him during the conclave that is set to take place in the coming weeks. And here is a list of possible candidates. And if you take a look at the names that we have, the pictures that we've assembled here, you might notice down in the bottom left there are two Americans who are on the list, the short list. Cardinal Joseph Tobin, he is the Archbishop of Newark, New Jersey, and next to him is Cardinal Robert Francis Prevost. He is the prefect of the influential Congregation for Bishops, and so both of those men very close to Pope Francis. And we should mention that there has never been an American pope, so it would be certainly history-making if that were to be the case. That is not what is expected, though. We are expecting the next pope to be chosen from a different part of the world. So again, that's going to be decided during the conclave, which takes place behind closed doors and should begin about a week or two after the Pope's funeral on Saturday. Now, right now, Catholics are actually demanding that Georgia Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene be punished. They don't like remarks that they believe she made about the Pope. The president of the Catholic League for Religious and Civil Rights sent the House Ethics Committee a statement saying, in part, no sitting member of Congress has the right to denigrate the leader of a world religion. And all of this is in response to a post on X that Congresswoman Greene put up on Monday, saying that there were major shifts in global leadership and that evil is being defeated by the hand of God. That's what she posted. And now officials with the Catholic League say that the Congresswoman has a history of slandering Catholics. They cite comments she made in 2022 saying that Satan is controlling the church. So again, something to watch, and we'll see how that all plays out. We have reached out to the Congresswoman's office for a response, and we have not heard back from them. If we do, of course, we'll let you know. All right, switching gears now, I want to tell you about another story, and this has to do with the so-called fast on Target. Have you been following this story? This has to do with upset over the company's decision to do away with a lot of its DEI programs and initiatives. This is the diversity, equity, and inclusion programs that have really become a center point of criticism from the new Trump administration. They have demanded that institutions, private businesses, universities all do away with these programs that they have decided are detrimental to the country. But of course, there are a lot of people who are upset with that. And one of them is a pastor from a Metro Atlanta church who is using his pulpit to push for these programs to be reinstated. We're talking about Jamal Bryant. And yesterday there was a town hall in Lithonia to strengthen the community's resolve when it comes to this fast against Target. It's really evolved into a complete boycott of the retail giant. And Dr. Bryant says that this is a moment of self-respect. We got to talk to him before that town hall began, and he had, a lot to say about this. He told us first of all, he never imagined that his message would evolve into really what has become a national movement.
Respect looks like investing in the historical black colleges and universities so business majors can know how to curate big box organizations. Respect looks like living up to your word. In honoring the pledge for the George Floyd family of $2 billion. And respect looks like revisiting and reimagining DEI, even if it has a different name.
So there is Dr. Bryant, and again, he says that he has sat down with the CEO of Target and has asked for these reforms, these programs to be reinstated. They're trying to work something out between them. We've reached out to Target for a response, and we have not heard back from them. But of course, that's a story that we will continue to follow because numbers have shown that the foot traffic inside Target stores since this boycott was called for has dropped about 10%. So it seems as though it is having an impact on Target's bottom line. Also, we want to finish up this hour with some news concerning at HBCU, Spelman College, of course, we're talking about, and they have announced, the Spelman has, that they're going to have a big celebrity as one of their commencement speakers. Academy Award nominated actress Taraji P. Henson will deliver the keynote address at Spelman College's 138th commencement ceremony. Henson will speak before a record-breaking class of 694 graduates during the ceremony. That's next month. And on top of that, Spelman College is said to give her a doctorate of fine arts, an honorary degree that I'm sure will be very meaningful to her. So those are some of the headlines that we're following on this Wednesday morning. A lot going on, of course, and you can follow it throughout the day here on ANF Plus and on our newscasts that air on Atlanta News First, the next one coming up at noon. Hope you'll join me for then. Until then, have a great day.